Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for being here. Happy Wednesday. It feels like a Sunday for me because those are probably my most relaxing days. I hope everyone's doing great. I have connected to quite a bit of energy over the past couple of weeks since starting my show, and within the last week, I have connected to a lot of energy. I've connected to a lot of collective energy and connected to a ton of understanding. Also, I'm wearing a different being as an ocean shirt than I was last week. So just letting you guys know for anyone who's going to question that. But I have two shirts. Very specific reason. But it's important to understand there's a couple things every week. There's a couple things for everyone every week. And a couple weeks ago, I stated I was a little nervous to start my show. I talked quite fast in the first show, and that's because I use a ghostwriter. Um, that's probably one of my favorite jokes I've ever come up with, but that's usually because when I'm speaking, I speak from higher consciousness. So I'm not thinking about what I'm saying, it just flows through me. So understanding that, I've kind of calmed it down a little bit on how nervous I was because I don't know what I'm going to say. I sometimes I don't. In sessions, I don't know what I'm gonna say. Some days, some stuff comes out clearly, and some stuff I'm confused about, but it's right for other people, and that's because I use a ghost writer. That's because it's spirit, God energy, spirit team. Um. Anyway, yeah, I'm so thankful to be here, and there's just a couple things I want to say before we get into some sessions tonight. Again, my sessions are discounted on my website. If you're interested in a session, you can book even a 15-minute session. You're free to extend them even if you want to book a 15-minute session. I had a couple collective energies last week reach out to me from the show, and they booked a few 15-minute sessions one after the other because they just weren't sure what it was like. So you're free to do that if you're interested. Don't be scared, don't be worried. There's a lot of different things we can get to in a session. I can connect with past loved ones, I can connect with pets, spirit guides. I'm also a psychic, so I can read energy psychically. And I also teach people how to connect with higher consciousness and use their spiritual gifts. That's very important because that is one of the most important things I feel people should do. If you're aware of spirituality, if you're aware of spiritual gifts and feel jealous because other people have them, I'll teach you how to do it. Those who are watching who don't want to book sessions, especially my haters, I hope you can enjoy the show. I hope you can enjoy everything that's been going on, everything that you're learning, and I hope you understand if you are jealous and in jealous energy, you're only doing that to yourself because I'll teach anybody. I'll talk to anybody about it. I think anybody deserves to be able to use spiritual gifts, and you're only hurting other people by being jealous. Even down to the fact that people are upset that I receive feathers from my spirit team, which I received one today, which let me know that I have another untapped gift that I do not know about, which is crazy because on a spiritual journey, you'll go there. You'll go everywhere. You'll do everything without knowing what you're doing sometimes. And feathers drop. Feathers drop, the bombs drop, the balls drop, the apples fall from the tree, whether they're on the ground or far away. But they'll come to you. And it's important to understand why things are happening, why feathers are coming to you, why you're seeing synchronicities, and to not be scared is the most important part. I actually had some sessions today with some people who felt like they were in a little bit of imposter syndrome. They were in self deceit, not believing what was going on, not believing anything because they're in energy from past. So it's really important to move forward and not hold on to the past, not hold on to any regret or mistakes or anything that you did, and move forward with the understanding of why you did it or how you did it and how you can't do it again or you shouldn't do it again or you can. It's your choice. That's the whole point of spirituality, is moving out of your own opportunities, moving on your own path. And like I've said previously on my public posts, um, my husband calls me Slim Shady. This would be because there is no one else like me. That's because everybody has their own spiritual journey. Everybody has their own spiritual path. Everybody's spiritual embodiment is built off of your own understandings from life. And that's why there's nobody else like me, because my life has been insane, to be the least. Some of the experiences that I've had, even going back to when I was 2, 3, 4 years old, have been a part of my spiritual journey. And even up until this very moment and every day that continues will be a part of my path and what I learn. And getting into every single thing that is a part of my life, every single experience is a part of your spiritual journey. Because again, spirituality is there all the time. Even if you're not aware of it, it coexists in the 3D even if you're not aware. It's always there. So you can become aware of it or you can ignore it. But I beg you basically to become aware of spiritual energy because it's life changing. I have been in a place where I was bullied, even by people who were extremely close to me, people who were close to my children. And these people have tried to rip things away from me without doing anything at all besides bullying, and it has made me stronger. Being a part of spirituality, being a part of any type of spiritual energy can guide you out of anything. Some of the most difficult experiences I've had, even up into being stalked by some people, which seems insane, but really did happen and still does happen, unfortunately. Spirituality will lead you. It will help you not be afraid. It will help you not be scared. And, I could never imagine that I would be here. I would say 10 years ago, I was begging for anyone to help me, begging to see a God, begging to see anyone, begging for anyone to see me. And, I realized that I was in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people, and the right people that were with me were taken away. And that was because they either listened to somebody who was jealous or wrong, or they were just the wrong people. So, understanding that spirituality will lead you to be with the right people will lead you on the path to understand every single thing, and it will also help you feel protected. That's the number one thing that I lead people into spirituality for, is to feel the protection, because not only do you have a spirit team, not only are there gods or a god watching out for you, you can then learn how to protect yourself. Watch out for yourself, understand everything that's going on around you. Again, so important. If you're confused about stuff going on in your life, spirituality will give you closure in every area. And I mean, there are some things that I could say that I that I wish I could explain. And one day, I maybe will, but there were areas in my life where I never got closure. And 10 years, it took 10 years to get some closure for things. And some things it's been 5 years, some things it's been two, and some days it's a week from where I am to the day that I get closure. And that's because I allow spirituality to lead me. Understanding that, tell the truth. Also, again, I told you last week, tell the damn truth. Tell the truth, even if it's just to yourself and you're scared to tell the truth to others. Tell the truth to yourself, because that's where it comes from. That's what you're going to build on when you start talking to other people. And telling the truth is protection. If you lie, it leads you nowhere. You also, will be a liar. Other people will see that. Other people will catch that, even if you think you're a good liar. You're just manipulating those around you, and it's deceit. You're deceiving yourself. You're deceiving others around you, and that's not respectful, especially to yourself. You should honor yourself with the truth. You should honor others with the truth. And I will tell you, as a child who lied all the time because nobody believed when I told the truth, I am now a grown adult, almost 30, a few years away, and I never thought I would be someone who tells so much truth. I thought I would be an adult that was just like I was when I was a teenager because no one believed me. And damn, no one believed me when I said I was a psychic either. But I had to tell the truth. I had to live my truth. And it's very important to understand that those that believe you will stick around, those that believe you will sit next to you. And one more thing I have to say. Um, My husband is my husband, but I call him my partner. That is because there are a lot of people who call their partner a husband or a wife, and they're not a partner. They're not a partner, they're a husband or a wife. They're not partnering with you, they're not connecting to you. And it's very important to understand and look at that. It's very important to understand and see and validate yourself and your partner, and realizing that they are partnered with you, either to do something to help you to raise children, to do everything. And also, I do call my husband a partner to normalize general language. I do use they, them pronouns to normalize general language. Um, it's very important to understand everything that I do is generalized so that everybody can feel comfortable, even down to my acne, which is literally hormonal because I'm pregnant. other people don't get that excuse. I haven't told anybody on here on my live shows that I'm pregnant, and that's because you can look at my acne and feel better that you have acne and feel comfortable that I'm comfortable showing it, or you can judge me for it. But everybody has acne for a reason, and you can't control it. You can't control things, and that's why it's so important to normalize what's going on around you. But I do just have to say, I need to thank my family members again, those who are supporting me, those who have been there, those who listen to the craziest and most exciting experiences, you know. And if you don't have that yet, wait. If you don't have it yet, wait and allow your team, your spirit team, your God, your energy, spirit, whatever you want to call the energy that runs through us all. Wait, wait, wait. That's all I can say is literally wait. Don't jump on every single thing that you're handed because sometimes it's not in your best interest. And that's why I use spiritual energy. That's why I use my discernment. And the only thing I can say is to wait and to trust yourself, love yourself, tell the truth, and experience life to the fullest. Because I literally feel like my life is a movie. It's magical. Um, there's amazing synchronicities. One of my favorite clients in the whole world gets to understand the Houdini music with Eminem because my husband calls me Slim Shady. Other people say I'm Slim Shady because my old collective sessions are a little bit of healing energy and a little bit of diss tracks, and that's what I do because you got to put the haters in their place without doing anything, and you got to heal people. But I'm here now with Brandy on the line to take my first caller of the evening, so I'm ready for you.
All right.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm amazing. So I just
That's
have
good.
a question for you. Are you looking for a general session this evening or do you have some specific questions?
It can be general. I'm separated from my husband, and maybe more specific to that, but I'm good with general either.
Okay. So looking at your body actually with Reiki healing energy, since you're separating from your husband, it's very important to understand you have a sacral wound. Um, Looking at that, I see that he's wounded you. This conversation or one of the last ones that you may have had wounded you a little bit. So I'm actually going to use Reiki to completely pull that energy from your sacral wound and actually looking at your whole entire energy body. You don't have any other wounds and all of your other chakras are flowing and open. So once we remove that sacral chakra wound, and actually I am seeing a tie as well. So with your permission, Archangel Michael is actually going to cut that tie. Is that okay with you?
Sure.
Okay, so he's going to cut that tie and I'm actually seeing it be removed. So now your your energy is flowing and this is going to give you a little bit more connection to your creativity as I feel like that has been drained from you. So, understanding that, I'm going to kind of move past that and you have a spirit sitting with you. Did you recently lose a grandmother?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So your grandmother's also sitting with you and there is connection about making up for past time. You have children?
I do.
Okay. So if you are feeling a little bit lost in your energy, it's really important to understand that um you can make up for past time, but your children, with them, it's not apparent to anything that you've done. Nothing that you've done or anything, any time that you've spent with your husband has separated you or your ex-husband, I'm sorry, at the time he was your husband. So understanding that nothing during that time has separated you from your children. So you feel like you need to make up for this past time, but they were very present with you and still are. It's That's interesting. Apparently there's other energies around you too. I'm actually picking up on 3 or 4 popping in and out. So it's you have a very large spirit team and they're very strong. I actually do you have an uncle that you were close to as well?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So he's popping in here to let you know also to make up for lost time with yourself. So your grandmother was saying this is how you feel. Don't worry about it. Your kids were there, they love you, and I heard freaking. So they freaking love you, like very strongly. They love you. With your uncle though, he's saying make up for lost time with yourself. Cuz all that time you were down and you were being hurt, you were disconnected from your own energy. You are supposed to be embodying full love, full acceptance, and it's only for yourself cuz your children are very strong. Do you have 3 children?
Well, I actually have two of my own, and I did have two stepchildren, so
Okay. So I'm actually seeing a third smaller energy connected to you. Is this a pet?
I do have pets.
Okay. So there is a specific energy. I'm hearing dog. So if you have a dog that either passed away or is present with you here, this energy is connected to you in your heart chakra along with your children, which is very important because this pet is pulling energy from you almost as if you are in a Reiki session with this dog or cat if it can be, but I did hear dog. So, they're pulling energy from you. Make sure that you're aware and allowing the release of energy because I do see that you're a little bit blocked off. Is this because you shared the animal with your ex-husband?
That's probably true. Yeah.
Okay. So when you're with this pet, you need to allow this pet to connect with you fully to be able to pull the energy because you have had root chakra blockages in the past, but you actually did something recently to remove that. Are you going for like a run or a walk or like the gym?
I've contemplated, but I haven't really done that recently.
Okay. Okay, so if either the thought of you doing that and trying to release energy is releasing that on its own, which is really amazing. That's kind of great for you because even if you're just thinking about it, that means you're consciously trying to release the energy and you're actually doing it. So you've removed those blockages from your root chakra. But you can go for the walk, but now that you know that you're consciously aware, you can release that blockage without having to do that, which is awesome and calming for your energy. But make sure to be aware of that connection with that pet. And your kids really want to connect with you, like playing games. I did hear the word ball as well. So I don't know if you could play like softball or baseball or even like a kickball or something with them to do something fun and energizing, especially before the winter months, come in. But they want to spend physical activity with you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We do have some time. So do you want to ask any other questions about anything?
Is there just in general, is there anything else that you're seeing that
Well,
I don't even
spiritually,
know?
yeah, yeah. So spiritually, you're very aligned. But there's some things that you may be unaware of in the workplace. You are being lusted after a bit. Are you familiar with that? It's like a higher up male energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you're very much being lusted after. This person is very much lusting after you. You're beautiful. You're beautiful, and you are obviously the best at what you do. That's what I'm hearing. So, you're being lusted after, and you need to appreciate that. You can move forward with that, or you can just keep it in your heart and hold it. But you need to not feel bad about any disconnection from a partnership because there are a lot of people out there that are looking at you. Not only in your workplace, but I'm hearing a coffee shop. So if you're frequenting like a Starbucks or like a hometown coffee, there's people working there or people inside the building that see you as well.
Okay.
Okay. I can connect to a little bit more if you would like.
Sure. I can't think of anything specific, but anything you can tell me would be great.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I'm just kind of there's like I'm seeing multiple different things, so I kind of got to grab at one. Are you
Okay.
have you been angry? Have you been angry recently, or trying to release your anger?
Yeah, I've been having a lot of issues with my ex that I'm separated with. Just kind
Yeah,
of we've been back and forth.
I understand that completely. So, I don't know if you've been thinking about a physical activity, but I am hearing like kickboxing would be really good for you. And that's also a gym type of setting. Also, I am hearing with that kind of understanding. Oh, I got a little frog in my throat. That's a confirmation. So, you are getting a little bit of a hint from your spirit team or your spirit guide, who's a masculine energy here. And he is letting you know this one last thing about if you're gonna go to gym, to a physical gym or to any type of area like that, if you're gonna kickbox, or even if you're gonna do some type of like boxing, you may be able to meet a soulmate in this area. I am seeing
Okay.
a blue healer energy, and they are coming towards you. So maybe within the next six, which is 6 weeks or 6 months, you may meet a very handsome man with tall with brown hair.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Well,
good
thank you so
information.
much. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful night.
You too.
All right. I have the next caller on the line. How are you this evening?
I'm great. How are you?
I am wonderful, Sherry. Would you like a general
Awesome.
reading or do you want to ask a specific
You,
question?
I'd love a general reading. I have a
Okay.
question, but I'm feeling something gut wise, and I think I'm kind of going to go with that.
Okay. So we'll see if it comes up because sometimes if you're
Okay.
in that energy, it may come up around you. So there is
Okay.
something about a kiss. Did you kiss
A
someone
what?
recently or do you want to kiss someone?
Hmm. No.
No? Okay, well, someone
No,
maybe
not
wants
necessarily. I
to.
mean, I'm married and I have a son, and I kiss them both every day. It's
Okay.
about all that comes up.
So your husband may want you to kiss him more. Your husband may
Okay.
want to kiss you more, but he kind of wants to feel lusted after I'm seeing. So maybe
Okay.
just kissing him a little bit more will give him a little bit more of a spark. He
Okay.
feels like you're probably tired, which is okay.
Yeah.
And he understands that, but try to kiss him just a little bit more. And I did hear even with tongue, which is kind of funny. Um, but this would really make him feel like you're thinking he's sexy and you're lusting after him because he really loves that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we've had a few really tough years and things are kind of leveling off, but I am tired. We're finally kind of not falling or scrambling to come back, and I definitely tired.
Yeah, I understand that. He is sitting kind of in a energy. Well, he's got a blue and a green aura, but he also has a red aura, which to me is sometimes it signifies anger, but sometimes it signifies being very grounded in your root chakra. And he
Mhm.
is very, very grounded, and you are oftentimes not, just because of the stress that you feel and how tired that you are. If you're not
Mhm.
releasing the tired energy that you hold, you won't be as grounded. So I am also hearing that sexual time, or even if you're just like gonna make out with him, will help ground you as well, and he will be able to share that energy with you.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. Also
Cool.
understanding that do you have a father that has passed away?
Yes.
Okay. So your father is sitting with you and he does want to let you know that you have spiritual gifts and there's something to signify that. There's something that maybe happened around you recently with a coffee cup. Does this sound familiar to you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm aware of them. I've had connections with my parents, but I haven't connected to my dad, so this is really cool.
Okay. Yeah. So your dad is
My mom and
actually.
sorry, go ahead.
No, you're okay. You go ahead.
I was just going to say I've actually talked to my mom, but I haven't. My dad and I were very close, and I took care of him when he was sick, and I haven't connected to him since he passed. My
Okay.
mom, I have.
So, to my understanding, that seems like you were very, very close with your father. And this
Yeah.
is maybe why you had a spiritual block because it's almost too close to understand that it can be real, or you just love him so much that it's hard to connect. But
Okay.
that energy is sitting with you to let you know you may be receiving a download from him or connecting with him spiritually if you take a bath more often. You need to relax and
Okay.
take a bath.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I've been really wanting to connect with him. I've been thinking about him a lot recently.
Yeah. So he's kind of connected to your self-care. He's connected to you spiritually, connecting with yourself. And this is
Okay.
why, because he's more of a masculine and protective figure, He's sitting with you in
Yeah.
protective energy.
Okay, cool. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
of course. Um, is there anything that you would like to ask? I know you said you had a little bit of a question with doubt earlier.
Well, I have a lot of people that are going through rough stuff. And like I said, we just came kind of through a really rough period. And I don't know why I just feel really optimistic. And I feel like it's shifting. I don't have any external indicators that things are shifting, but I feel the energy of like excitement and like something is shifting.
Yeah, so you're there. You're absolutely there. If you ground yourself a little bit more, you may understand what's going on if you're able to connect with your father. I do feel
Okay.
that as well. So normally the clients that I connect with in sessions are in similar energy to me when it comes to understanding what's about to go on in their life or being able to pick up energy. So if you're
Okay.
understanding that, you're connected to that. You're in that energy, and that's very powerful. So you need to believe in that and not have any doubt, because if you do, that will create a root chakra blockage, and that will actually
Okay.
create a little bit of a blockage and be able to connect to spiritual energy.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, of
That's
course.
amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, of
Thank you.
course.
I
I
just
hope
got
you have a
covered in
wonderful.
goosebumps down my whole left side while you were
Hey,
talking.
that is connection to your feminine. So understanding you need to connect with your feminine, take a bath, take care of yourself, and you'll be right where you want to be. I promise.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a wonderful evening.
Thanks. You too.
I will. Okay, well, we have about ended my show this Wednesday evening, and I just have to say, have a great week. Take care of yourself, and don't let people scare you. Don't let people scare you because just because they're scared, they want to intimidate you and scare you. Don't let it happen. You're awesome, you're powerful, you're wise, you're kind, you're beautiful, you're strong, you're smart, and some of you are psychic. Some of you are psychic mediums. Trust yourself and believe yourself and accept it all. Accept everything that's around you, accept who you are, and accept those that love you, even if it doesn't feel like it's right, because if it comes to you, it's meant for you, and you don't have to pull everything. You can let it flow. Um, have a great night. Happy Wednesday, and love yourself. Love yourself, and I have 30 seconds left, so let's give a little bit of a collective message. Um, some of you need to take a shower and cleanse your hair. Yeah, take a shower and cleanse your hair with intention. That's 2 hair washes, and remove all of the negativity from the past couple years instead of cutting it. You don't have to cut it. Cleanse your hair. Cleanse it. Don't cut it, and enjoy the long, beautiful hair that you want to have. Yeah, have a great night.